Hello and welcome. It's Treasure Chest Tuesday, but today you're going to hear about the treasure chest of me to inspire, uplift, and bring you greater courage in this time of the Leo season. Courage of heart. So, why are you hearing about me today? Because I just went on a women's quest adventure to Iceland to ride Icelandic horses. Do look up a video about Icelandic horses. They're all over YouTube, you name it, because they are the most outstanding creatures that we get to interact with very directly that there is anywhere. I'd love to be able to ride an elephant, but that's not going to happen. So horses symbolize the beauty of the power of the heart to me. They're not predators. It's not like a lion that is seen as a strength, a powerful animal, a strong and powerful animal, and a beautiful heart, but it's a predator, which changes the nature a little bit. So when I think of horses, I think of an animal that is here to enhance our sense of courage and power of heart. So, my little story, my love story with Icelandic horses. My dear friend of 20 years, Colleen, runs Women's Quest, and she's been having for a number of years these adventures to Iceland to ride the Icelandic horses. Yes, I was at the beginner intermediate level for sure. And because I haven't ridden a whole lot in a long time, but I knew I had the muscle memory, and I did a lot of preparation physically and spiritually. Let me tell you, there was no shortage, as I think I mentioned before, of after I said yes, those elements that said no, no, no. So I inspire you that way because when we say yes to something that is going to be tremendously life-changing, those little no's based on fear will show up. They just do. Old parts of us that want to keep us so-called safe and protected will show up. So the more they show up, the more you know you're going for a spectacular experience. Yay. And I did. So Iceland in July is light all night long. So there's a magic in the air when you have light, even though it's twilight at 3 a.m. It's a twilight sensation, but there's a sense of luminosity that is always present. It is a magical land in the physical and in the energetic all around it. That's why so many people are attracted to it. Is they don't understand it maybe, but there's an incredible energy that's there of magic. And the people there actually believe, as part of their culture, in elves. We would say fairies, but they're large elves. And it's just a part of the landscape for them. Of course, there are these hidden people they call the elves. And someone in our group could actually see a few of them, which was fantastic, when we were with the herd of horses one day. So that was very cool. So I'm saying that, and by the way, I will be posting a number of photos in the email that I send out. So I'll put a link down below so you can sign up for the email to see more pictures, and also on Facebook. If you're a Facebook friend of mine, you can see lots of pictures. I can only put so many pictures in the email that I send out with this wonderful video. Okay, magic in Iceland, fairy elves in Iceland, light, luminous light in Iceland. And when we got there, a volcano erupted. What do you know? Now, most people think that's a horrible thing, but when I tuned into the energy of it, and yes, there have been volcanoes that have been destructive. Every element, earth, fire, wind, air, and What's the other one? Sorry, I don't remember right now. I'm focused, and water. All can be destructive, right? But their true nature is not meant to be destructive. It's very creative. So imagine a volcano. You've got the lava coming from the fire from the earth. The fire from the earth. Fire ignites. Fire activates. It moves. It transmutes, doesn't it? We need fire for heat, for transforming in many ways. So I see this lava coming up from the earth as a gift from the earth of fiery heart energy to ignite our movement forward. And it certainly did for us, but know that these acts of nature can be seen in many ways. But for me, it was a blessing. We had what they call the VOG, which is the steam, the smoke, the whatever you want to call it, from the lava left over that gets in the air. I see it like fog. I'm used to fog because I live by an ocean. So it's just this covering, and I felt like it had this blessing to it if we were willing to feel and see the blessing of the nature of the fire of transformation that will absolutely activate whole new levels. So that was really fun that started the first day that we were there. Now with the horses, not only did we do some amazing hikes, and you'll see in the picture a little video of me walking across a large log over a roaring river. That was my first test for courage of heart. And I want to mention that, yes, I had to be in shape physically to do all of this, but I am so keenly aware that it was my courage of heart that's necessary, because the heart will bring the blood, bring the energy, bring the nourishment when the heart is strong into our bodies and give us what we need. So when we were with the horses, part of what we did was commune with them. Imagine a huge open field of grass, high, tall grass, and these beautiful Icelandic horses, probably 50 or 60 of them, and we would walk out and massage them. We would wait until they came to us, and then we would give them this sort of like this scrub massage and commune with them and be with them and hold heart to heart and spirit to spirit with them. The two horses that I rode, one was called No Accident, Big Soul, and the other one was called Little Soul. Of course it was. Of course they were. So we would be with these animals and feel the power of them and move through any intimidation to anchor in that sense of the grounded power of their connection to the earth. They're very smart, very grounded, because they work in cold weather all year long. But they are beloved by the people of Iceland. I think it's 300,000 horses to 400,000 people. Don't quote me, but something like that ratio. Anyway, so we would do that, and then we went out many days for like 4 hours, going over hill and dale, down huge ravines, and across rivers. So magical. And it was so valuable for me when I would have these fears like, I can't do this, my legs can't hold out any longer, to have to go deeper into my heart space of connection and trust with the horse, that we were in communion spiritually and physically, and that I was in charge, so to speak, right? Because they need that alpha male sense of guidance and direction. So what a phenomenal experience to feel not only more of my embodied heart, but my sense of success in being able to handle situations that were completely out of my so-called comfort zone. And isn't that what we're doing these days? We're having to move into activating out of our comfort zone whole new ways of being. And this was a great way for me to do that and feel much more mighty and strong and capable of what I can do, and much more expanded in all the parts of me that were on board. Also, another huge, not lesson for me, but sense of what I was able to walk through is that fear of being taken care of. When you're in the middle of a large country that's the other side of the world, and yes, I was with a group of 12 of us, so I wasn't alone, but the feeling is, will I be taken care of? Will Spirit be there for me? And it was through the people that would help me at the times I needed them, and I helped them when they needed help. But here's a quick little story that you will love, which was a testimony to how Spirit is working for us over time. Our angels, our guides, whatever you want to call it, working for me, working for us over time. So I'm laying on the beach with a number of us, and the beach was like black shale. You know, it's more of the lava residue, not bumpy lava. Gorgeous ocean, and you'll see some of the pictures in the email. And I didn't know it. I walked back to the van that was taking us places, and someone said to me, "Did you lose your phone?" And I said, "No." I reached in my pocket, my coat pocket. It wasn't there. I said, "I guess I did." And her name was Kristen, said to me, "Well, I got a message from your daughter over in the United States who said someone had contacted her who found your phone." Remember, phones are locked these days. This woman who found my phone knew how to find my emergency contact. Miracle right there, right? Find that emergency contact. That was my daughter. Get in touch with my daughter, who was willing to see this as not being a complete stranger and say, "Yes, it's me." Oh, the woman who found the phone found my daughter on Instagram, and my daughter answered Instagram. And then my daughter happened to have the name of one person who happened to be sitting in the van at that moment on the trip, because they had communicated about real estate. So she contacted Kristen, my daughter, and said, "Somebody's telling me that she has a phone that might be connected to me. Could that be possible?" So I get in the van, we put it all together, and before I had even driven away from this beach, the woman who had my phone came to the van, gave me the beach back, the phone back she came from the beach and gave it to me. Miracle upon miracle upon miracle of ingredients that had to come together for me to have my phone back. It could have been lost in the middle of Iceland, never to be seen again. So it was a fantastic, simple, practical example for me of how our angels are working for us over time, even in our human moments of weakness, which obviously I hadn't zipped the pocket of my coat and I'm laying down on the beach. So that was another huge thing for me, to feel that I was taken care of. And there are a lot of people, a lot of invisible factors there present for me. And I knew that was really the case when I was doing some hard hikes and riding 4 hours a day, and not just doing a little Western trail ride. We were doing what's called tolting, for anyone knows anything about Icelandic horses. They're like big teddy bears. But it's like doing a trot for an hour. It's just like, it's no small thing. So anyway, I wanted to share a little bit about that, to remind you that courage of heart is the key ingredient to our contribution moving forward. So I feel far more engaged and available to contribute all that I am now after this trip, and to open new doors and new chapters in my life that I am very aware are galloping to me, so to speak. Oh yes, the other part was that We went to these geothermal pools every day after riding. Iceland is magical that way, that they have this geothermal, basically hot water under the surface that they use to heat everything, their homes, you name it. And we were able to be in these very healing pools, which again is part of the magic of Iceland, that you're healed while you're there just by being on the earth, in the pools of the earth. And for me, my love story with these Icelandic horses included all these factors, but particularly the ability to commune with an animal, like a power animal, which a horse really is, in the earth. And I really felt that these horses, because of my consciousness and my consciousness in relationship to the world and being in position to be a large contributor to the energy, like all of us, of what is shifting in the world, that it was a way for these horses to engage more consciously with the humans that were there to help bring forth more awareness and more connection to the earth, volcano, these very geothermal pools, the horses, to make much stronger bridge between the human world and the beautiful Gaia physical world, creating the new earth and the animals and all of nature, the vastness of nature in this world of Iceland, and bring it back with me into my heart and my consciousness to spread the seeds of this spectacular experience to all that I touch and we touch together. So may this story inspire you and ignite a heart flame in you. And if you want to go deeper with this, next Tuesday, August 5th, in the Sacred Soul Circle, I will be doing greater experiential work and guided meditation to help enhance what it was I experienced and what is available for you at this time to help utilize the energies of this Leo Courageous Heart season together. So you can go to the link below and sign up just for this one particular Sacred Soul Circle time on August 5th if you'd like to go deeper, to activate what it is you want to create and contribute in the world from the courageous heart of the power of creation. I am so with you in all that you wish to bring forward. And I am offering my blessing of encouragement for what is yours to bring of your destiny, your love, and your courage of heart. Happy creation for the next few weeks, and I will see you again soon.